Hi guys, this is Tina. I just wanted to check in. I had been doing a lot of shorts and that has been getting me a lot of subscribers, and also I've been working a lot, so I haven't been able to get to some of the stories that I wanted to talk about. The last story that I did was about a serial killer from the area in which I am familiar with, and I was going to go there and do a short. There's been a lot of rain and I've been working a lot, so I haven't been able to get that short out, but I will do that. I do plan to go to the Temecula wineries and then show you some of the areas of the previous video. So anyway, the person that I wanted to speak to you about today is a female serial killer that was in the 1940s in Japan. Her name was Mayuki Ikesawa, okay? So Mayuki Ikesawa was born in 1897 in Japan, and she eventually became a midwife. I believe she became a midwife due to the fact that she had had some sickness around her, and then also she wasn't able to have children of her own. She did end up marrying a man, and then so she wasn't able to conceive, so they ended up adopting children on their own. And so Mayuki's ex or whatever was a police officer, but then actually assisted her. So she became a midwife in the 1940s. And so she was one of the first female serial killers. And this is really unfortunate because it has to do with babies. So it's about mostly infanticide. So infanticide is the killing of babies. If most of you, I'm sure that you have heard about this or know about this. So in the 1940s in Japan, there were still we still had been occupying, America was occupying Japan. There were a lot of women that were having babies out of wedlock, and also babies that had problems. So Mayuki Ikesawa was known for being a midwife, and she had a particular place where she took the babies, and I keep forgetting the name of the place, but it is a place where she kept babies, and it's also very infamous. And so what she would do was take the babies in, and sometimes she would try to elicit payment from the mothers. And so then apparently what she would do was take the infants in and then neglect them. So some of these babies had problems coming in, so some of them did die of natural causes. So the infamous name that Mayuki Ikesawa worked in was called Kotobuki Sanin. So it's spelled Kotobukisan, and then exclamation in. So it's an infamous place where she supposedly murdered a bunch of children, or the babies died. She had a doctor that was working with her, but the authorities found hundreds of babies that were burned on some mortician part of the property that she was working in this place. And then also in a temple, they found the remains of 40 to 47 babies that were unaccounted for. What's weird about this case is that Mayuki was able to only get 4 to 8 years in prison, and went on to live until 1987, I believe. So she lived a relatively long life in Japan. They were not able to pin all the deaths of the babies on her. There were 7 surviving babies, but a couple of them died prior, so apparently what she would do was take the babies in and neglect them, and then, try to extort money from the mothers, which is unfortunate for all these little babies. It's just a really tragic story. I can't believe that, that a person would do that and take advantage of little babies and just starve little babies to death. Like, it really gets under your skin. But it is part of Japan's unfortunate, history. So they actually had one of the first female serial killers, but it was more infanticide than it was just, out murdering, random people or whatever, like some of the other serial killers do. This was specific to the children and the babies that were brought to her by the mothers that were compromised. So I guess also at that time, Japan had a shortage of foster care. So this was also what caused a problem for all these babies to end up into her care. So I just wanted to share this with you guys. Thank you so much for hanging in there with me and following me. And I know I do a lot of weird shorts or whatever, but I'm just doing that for fun. So please don't feel concerned about any of them. Sometimes I'm weird, sometimes I'm not, sometimes I have fun, and all of it's fun, but yeah, it's also for the channel as well. So I hope that I will see you soon in the next video, and that I am able to still tell true crime in between the silly shorts that I'm doing in the middle. If you can, please subscribe. If not, well, then I'll see you soon in the next video. Either way, take care and have a good night or day. Bye.